Hello, everyone, and thank you to IDC to bring F5 the opportunity to meet with you today. We are excited to share with you F5 vision, the new direction as we have transformed from load balancing to powering and protecting the world's most popular and mission-critical applications, so that you can bring extraordinary digital experience to life for end user. Applications run the world, and we do believe that the marketing changes dramatically. I have been talking with many IT leaders who say the line between infrastructure and top teams continue to blur. They are striving for customer-first design across their entire enterprise systems. Apps are the way customers want to engage with business. You could say the application runs the world, and that had never so apparent and is now living through a global pandemic. Banking, curbside pickups, working from home, schooling at home, we depend on our applications more than ever. But expectations have changed dramatically, not tolerant for poor performance or downtimes. In fact, 60% of consumers say they will avoid a brand with a reputation for delivering poor digital experience. But the market, as well as I told you before, but that challenge delivers some false expectation. IT is the means of the historical transition from cost center to key driver of business innovation, customer experience, and productivity. IT leaders like you are increasingly being looked at the full business partners in achieving significant business outcomes. The complexity and application portfolio, while aspiring to digital transform, many organizations are stuck somewhere between the old world and the new world, classic monolithic and three-tier architectures alongside cloud-native architectures. We like to call that the messy middle, and it's the reality the most companies today. Unsurprisingly, managing this mix of old and new is a significant challenge. At the core, those who struggle are the classic tale of silo leading to a lack of visibility. As this application had become the focal point for cyber criminals, costing business more than $100 billion a year with disrupting the customer experience. The cost of executing sophisticated attacks keep dropping, but the cost of descent is increasing. In particular, the huge number of data breaches in the last decade had made it possible for nearly any cyber criminal in the world to take over application accounts by checking to see where users have reused password across website. Our recent F5 Lab research find that 86% of cyber attacks target applications or identities associated to them. The amount of compound to loss fraud and number of attacks on apps increase every year, and with the pandemic have been unprecedented spike. One of the reasons people love the Domino's Pizza apps is the visibility it's providing to your order. You can track the entire process, when they are preparing it, when it's in the oven, in the box, in the car. The next thing you know is steaming hot pizza and in your front door. And yet we can create such a visibility into the pizza delivery life cycle. Companies for all shapes and sizes cannot attain the same level of transparency, visibility for the most valuable assets, their applications. Gaining insight into how application traffic is flowing and where and how to tune it require granular end user visibility. However, the infrastructure and services supporting this app are complex and siloed. So very few organizations have developed this capability for even their most critical customer-facing apps. We have been working with enterprises around the world and across a broad range of verticals for years to help secure and deliver extraordinary digital experience. So we know the challenge associated with those evolving roles can be daunting. Applications are in the core of digital experience. Whatever you interact with a company online, whether through website or mobile apps, application those organization design builds are the face of its customer. Customer faces companies have redefining baseline user expectations. How long do you wait if your application is slow? What do you do if when it suffers a failure? Customer and users expect a lot from the organization, which they are interact, personalized experience, secure transactions. Apps are the speedy, reliable, and always on. If you deliver on those premises, all your customers are going to be happy. But what is getting in the way of your delivering those secure, personalized experience is very complex landscape of digital transformations. At the stake of are high, according to Apps Dynamics report, nearly 80% of respondents have sought discount or refused to the poor digital experience. And 32% report that they are abandoned a brand they are previously being loyal to because one bad experience, just one only. Every day it's getting more and more challenging to support those critical applications that deliver a great customer experience. But let me tell more in detail what does it mean. When everything is going well, the digital experience your customer enjoy are elegant and performant and secure. What those customers may not appreciate or realize that digital experience are sticked together across multiple app stores that sits across multi-car environment. Let me give you an example. Let's put this application in a kind of retail mobile apps here. Same-day delivery intelligence and the localization services for contactless pickup may be on the edge of your networks. The customer account information probably stay in the data center. Your shopping cart is powered by the cloud, while the CDN serve apps catalog image to bring better end user experience, to be close to the end user. As you see, data center and security expand beyond the limit of traditional data center and multi-cloud. That's not any longer the traditional data center environment. Has completely changed the way how we do business together. Let's move forward and try to give you more detail what we can do in that space. Well, companies are in the inflection point where it's no longer sustainable. Inconsistency of technology across environment is creating a sustainable technical and operational debt. Developers must be their application to market fast, and they have been empowered to acquire and deploy tools they can see. Many companies are addressing austerity due to the pandemic, and they have redundant tools to set longer make sense. It's not just the cost of the technology, but also the cost of hiring, especially each tool. As you see in those four architectures, come with his own set of WAF, load balancing, ingress controller, DDoS protection, and more. So behind the digital experience, there is significant complexity that can be getting in the way of achieving current and future business objectives. Each technology added in the pursuit of increased speed up to market adds more complexity and increased scale of inconsistency across environment. The resulting techniques depth is exacerbated by the challenge of automating this environment, leaving desktop teams scrambling stick to all together. DevOps teams are forced to hard code the automations. And without visibility across this environment, when something's gone wrong and you feed out what is via the angry customer on Twitter, means time to resolution can be days of weeks, resulting in loss of customer. Sophisticated attacks have increased. Attacks have been evolving in their sophistications, often faster than security team can keep up. There is no pervasive security posture across infrastructure, nor applications are distributed across containers, for instance. Then there is the data. The data is the not distant future. Enterprise systems are going to have become predictable and self-optimizing, just up to the rate of change. Means to have get more and more better harnesses telemetry and disjoining system and environment. Think about all the rich data that you can get access, most like Amazon does, insight into customer behavior, visibility into application performance, and more. With artificial intelligence, as the system gets smarter and becomes self-healing, performance is optimized across the entire value chain. Let's move on. I will tell you how from F5 we can shorten out that situations. Unfortunately, in the race of better compete, the better respond to increasing consumer expectations, customers have to pay the price in terms of increasing complexity, fragility, and manual effort involved. But the people in your organization who are developing, delivering, and supporting applications need to be able to focus on more than effort on delighting customer, not scaling mountains on technical debt or protections against threat. They need to operate in a world of increasing dynamics, increasing automations, and obviously increasing security. That is why F5 is focused on working to abstract away complexity and help our customer create more resilience system that also lay a foundation for future innovations. We believe in the importance of consistent, repeatable design patterns that reduce fragility and empower teams to enable better customer experience for the user, and they ultimately make their system better. We also focus on helping customers free up silos data to position them to harness the growing capability of artificial intelligence, both now and in the fast approaching future. Well, the idea is that what we want from F5 is building on this work. We envision a world where application can grow, heal, can protect automatically in response to the dynamics environment, and a world where the end user can consistently delighted by how fast they register, they click to add new shopping cart in 24/7. Being seen cool, new application features that make their life easy and more enjoyable. By high speed, that apps availability don't skip a bit even during the holidays when online shopping is at the all-time high. A world where they can rest easy knowing their data is secure, even as increasing sophisticated bad actors attempt to break havoc. A world of adapted applications. In this world, we see an enterprise portfolio of applications benefits from consolidating services that lower the TCO, automating redundant process for greater efficiencies, expanding contracting basins performance needs, protecting its security points of vulnerability, and by meaning and analyzing data, getting smart at becoming self-healing and evolving even more quickly. Finally, we aim to help our customer achieving the vision with a universal apps delivery platform that enable them to secure and deliver extraordinary digital experience, wherever they may be in their digital transformation journey. This distributed cloud SaaS platform will, over time, feature one set of consistent services and technology-friendly solution areas: automation, security, performance, and insight. Well, basically, the way how F5 is building that, let's say that solution along the data path is we get a unit portfolio. Along each data path, there is a set of application technologies that require for securing and delivering applications. F5 is building a strong foundation of innovation and acquisition to deliver the vision, which will enable our customer to derive increasing value on their investment over the time. With BitID, that is in the screen, we have containerized the world-class features customer, package better integration into modern workflow. Recently, we acquired Nginx. With Nginx, we offer a smaller footprint backend, but huge open source community, a web app server that help ship left. Recently, we acquired Shade. We offer the greatest intelligence collection tool on the internet that will allow you to run traffic through a filter funnel to know if they're human or not, and then verify you are who you say you are, and we will bet you in the internet, in your intent. We know your intents. And lastly, recently, in the last couple of quarters, we get as well the last company acquisitions. Is basically that F5 portfolio have been increased with a multi-cloud application security and delivery technology, that will empower our customer to create secure and operate adapted application that increase revenue, reduce costs, improve operation, and better protect user. With that as a solution with Volterra, we are able to offer SaaS-based options to insert these services and also enable customers to move to distributed cloud without adding yet more operational complexity. The fastest and more secure way to deliver apps, deploy, connect, secure, and operate apps across multiple clouds at the edge. Just to conclude our participation and intervention in that IDC elections, I would like to share with you as well that you see we are in more than 400 million of web server with our solution in Nginx. We are the perfect web server actually in the world. We control that we have close to 600 petabytes of traffic referred and the amount of internet traffic that flow through our F5 technologies. F5 helps organization deliver and secure extraordinary digital experience through a portfolio of automation, security, performance, and insight solutions. And some of the features that we help the customers is simplify traditional apps delivery for multi-cloud environment, enable modern apps delivered at a scale, securing every application everywhere, and unlocking the value of insight and automation. And as you see in the screen, we are on the top 50 Fortune companies. We are close to 100% of those. In all the vertical, we have a lot of reference that we'll be happy to share with all of you. Just to conclude our participation in that IT directions, I would like to share with you that F5 make possible a unique and user experience. As I shared before in my previous slide, F5 empower customers to create secure and operate adapted applications. These applications will naturally adapt based on their environment, growing, shrinking, defending, and healing themselves. So organization can focus on their core business, increase revenue, improve operations, and build trust with the customer. Thank you.